Good evening, everyone. My name is Lalita. I am ESC Star. Today I am read this story. So here we go. We shall talk about brave women, those who work tirelessly to educate themselves and tore down gender boundaries to create a better world. They not only uplifted themselves in a world where women continuously struggle to hold space, but have also helped uplifted many young girls and women continue reading to learn more about those remarkable women in the field of education. We talk about of amazing women who have contributed to bettering society and increasing those the need is inexhaustive. They made incredible contribution to the field of education. They not only challenge norms but are also helping create opportunities for young girls across the world. Needless to say that these courageous and inspirational women are changing the face of society. Here is a collection of real motivational success story of some of the world's most influential women. First one is Anna Cotton. Anna Cotton was born in the Welsh city of Cardiff. Her educational career began in the London, where she founded an organization for girls who had been expelled from traditional schools. In 1991, Anna went on a study trip to rural Zimbabwe in school at such a higher rate. She went up to provide financial help for 32 girls to attend secondary education once. She discovered poverty was the root of the problem. Comfort is a non-profit organization founded by Anna Cotton in 1993. Comfort is a short for a campaign for female education and is working to increase girls' education opportunities in rural Africa and support girls who would otherwise be denied an education because of poverty. The organization has helped over 3.3 billion children enroll in school and have improved the educational environment for our 5.7 million students. One of the charity most innovative initiative is the development of AMA, a Plan African network of campus graduation and women leaders who offer local service use their skill to improve their communities and encourage more girls to attend school. Second one, Graca Michael, humanitarian. Graca was born in rural Mozambique as the youngest of six children. Youngest Graca had a lot of encouragement to go to school. She attended mission school before receiving a scholarship to the University of Lisbon. She then went on to study German and work as a school teacher. After graduation, before entering politics, Michael served as Mozambique Minister of Education and Culture for 14 years, increasing school attendance and lowering illiteracy rate. She has been active in humanitarian work and education for girls' education in the year thereafter. Michael also established a foundation that promotes education for women and children all around the world. Third one is Malala Yousafzai, Nobel Peace Prize winner. This 23-year-old activist has a long-standing history of fighting for females' education right, one of the most motivational success story. Malala is an inspiration to many. She began writing an anonymous blog for BBC under on living in Taliban controlled territory. She was barely 11-year-old then. The next year, she was part of the documentary Class Dismissed, which was about the Taliban. Closure of school, Malala gained international headline in 2012 when she was the target of a Taliban murder attempt in reprisal for her outspoken campaigning. She healed and resumed her work by spreading global awareness of the need for education for girls and children. Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014 for her contribution, making her the youngest Nobel literature ever. She is presenting a philosophy, politics, and economics student at Oxford University and has also written the book We Are Displaced on the lives of refugee girls throughout the world. Malala continuously uses her platform to tell the experience of other younger women. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Hasra Kesar, a shining star of ESC Institute. Today, I am reading a story. Hold on, Ruby. So let's go. Ruby loves skating, but she does not like her younger sister, Harriet, take, tagging along. What happens when Ruby is in trouble? Read on to find out more. I didn't say a word to her all the way to Harper's Pond. When we got there, I turned to her and snapped, "Okay, I have brought you in with me. That's what you wanted. Now go and skate. But keep out my way. Gosh, you are 8 years old. You should be able to take care of yourself." My sister stared up at me with those serious brown eyes of hers, now dark with hurt, hurt her lips qua- quivered, but she did not cry. Now I just did not like to be her baby sister. I left fielding clumsily with her skates. I took off with a few powerful strokes. A line of girls swirled towards me on skates. They circled around me and came to a halt in a fine spray of powdered ice. "Come on, Ruby," cried Elizabeth. "You lead." "Okay," I shouted, "lay on." While the others lined up behind me, I glanced back and at Harriet, my sister. She was still standing where I had left her, her chubby face expressionless. She dug into one of the pockets of her jacket and popped a chocolate into her mouth. Why did she eat so much? No wonder she was fat, felt ashamed of her. We shot over the ice at full speed, swinging in and out of the low hanging branches of the willow trees. We whirled in narrow sweeps around beginners on shaky legs. windmilling forestly, and then broke off in pairs and crossed over to the other side of the pond. Don't get too close to the sluice gate, cried Peggy. The ice in weak there. I did not pay attention. I was busy showing off my stunts. A few quick shifts, a jump, and my skates touched on the ice again. Great, Ruby cried Jane as I swept backwards in a big loop away from them. Get ready for a specialty and ice scraping period. Ruby watched a sluice. Waved at Elizabeth like a celebrated film star, flashing a bored smile at her. And then it happened so fast that I couldn't even cry out with a crack. The ice under my feet gave way. I tumbled into the chilled water. I was drawn under, and the water closed over me, thrashing. Furiously, I surfaced and managed a scream help. Eyes blind with fear. I looked over to where a few moments ago my friends had been swirling about. They were all living. Peggy, Jane, and Elizabeth, my best friend who had promised to be with me always. Run, the ice is breaking. Somebody shrieked, Ruby, Ruby, she's drawing. Came a cry in panic. Help! I screamed, help! My water-scored clothes were pulling me down. I struggled to keep my head above water, clawing at the ice, but it kept breaking away. It was useless. I wanted. Make it. I was going to die. Then from deep inside me rose and cry that forest itself to my lips. Mummy, I cried, Mummy. It was my mother who answered, but nobody gave, and Heavy, who worked her way over the ice, pushing a branch ahead of her, she shouted, Ruby, I am coming. It was Harriet, my little sister. Harriet, she crawled toward me faster than anyone would have ever thought. She could stretching out on the ice. She inched forward till the branch was within my reach, and I could see her taut face behind the tangle of twigs and branches. Grab it, she cried, grab it. In my despair, I grabbed the branch and held on to it for dear life. Trending water, I shouted, Harriet, Harriet, you are too small. You can't get me out. Get back. My sister shook her head slowly but with determination. Her face was ashen, her large eyes dark with fear. She was scared I would see that, yet she stayed on and pulled at the branches, her chubby fingers a pale pink against the dark brown string. She pulled away with all her might, her face turned sideways, her lips compressed tight around me. I could hear the ice breaking with the clinking of shattering glass. I watched two sharp cracks towards where my sister lay spelled felt on the ice. Water spelled in at various places, and dark spots spread out. Oh God, we would not make it out of here. Harriet, Harriet, she looked at me and yelled something, but I couldn't hear her. Her face tense with fight and determination. She taught at the branch again and again, but I did not move an inch. The ice would give way under her height, and she would die in the water like me because of me. Harriet, oh Harriet, I struggled frantically in a bid of rise my head above eye level, trying to call out to her. I wanted to tell her so many things. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry for having been so rude to her, so obviously Nestle, that I would try to make up for all the wrongs I had done her, that I would even let her ride my bike. I wanted to tell her that I loved her and did not want her to die, but all I could do was hold on to the branch and shrieked, "Go back, Harriet, go back." My sister shook her head. "I am not leaving," she whispered through clenched teeth. "Not without you. Come on, Ruby, come out. Try, oh, please try." I tried desperately to push myself up, then stopped. I knew if I tried any harder, I would drag my sister too down into the icy dip. It's no use, Harriet, I shrieked. "Get back, save yourself," no muttered Harriet. "No, no, no." Then suddenly somebody shouted from behind her, "Hold on, Ruby, don't let go." Harriet, skating toward us at full speed, was Will Webster, tall and strong. "Don't picnic," he shouted. "Don't panic." A few feet away from Harriet, he came to a halt. The swelled out on the ice. "Move aside, Harriet. Let me take the branch slowly. Girl, get back." Pushing Harriet gently to the side, he grabbed the branch with both hands. "Come on, Ruby, come out, girl," he shouted out to me. "Well, make it, come on." I felt a powerful jack so strong, and she branch almost slipped out of my hands, but I held on and pushed myself up. I thrust my leaden legs, kicked and kicked, pressing hard against the ice, and slowly I felt myself forward and out of the deep dark water, my chest thumped over the ice. My chin knocked against it, my legs trailed behind me, numb and useless from the cold. When I was able to lift my head, I looked into the pale face of my sister. Streamed down her cheeks as she whispered, "We made it, we made it." She had made it, my little sister Harriet, Harriet, oh Harriet. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hyderabad. I'm from Rawatbata, Rajasthan. Today I will tell you a story. The story name is of the Enchanted Wood. So let's start. Here we go. Once there were two children called Robin and Joy, and they read about the faraway tree in the Enchanted Wood. Let's go and find Joy, Beth, and Franny, the children who live near the wood, cried Robin. We will ask them to take us there. Soon they came to the cottage where Joy and the girls lived. How pleased they were to see them. Come along, said Joy. We will take you to the enchanted wood and show you the faraway tree. So off they went. They came. They came to enchanted wood. It was dark and mysterious. Jump over this ditch, said Joy. We follow that path down the winding path. They went. Uh, they went to that middle of the wood, and uh, there they saw a most extraordinary tree. It was very big. It reaches to the clouds, said Joy. And look, lots of people walk up and down the tree. I want to climb it, said Joy. Do let's. I have always wanted to go up the faraway tree. So Joy helped her up. It was a very peculiar tree. Look, there are oranges growing here, said Joy, and she picked one. But a little further up there were apples. Finally, Joy cried out with pleasure. Look, there's a little window in the tree. I must peep in. And then what a shock she got. The angry Paxi lived there, and he didn't like people peeping at him. Uh, he threw a jug of milk all over Robin and Joy. Joy wiped their clothes clean. The angry Paxi always does that, he said. Never mind, you can peep in at the next window, all right? So they did, and they saw the owl asleep with his red nightcap. on. Doesn't he look sweet? Said Beth. Little Folk passage, little Folk passed them up and down the tree. There were brownies, paxies, fairies, witches, and even rabbits and squirrels. This is a most exciting tree, said Joy. Oh, whatever is that? Slushy, sloshy, noisy. Look, there's water coming down the tree. Sure enough, a cascade of soapy water came pouring down the tree. Robin got soaked and Joy hid under branch. It's Wash, uh, Dame Washlot's dirty water, said Joy. Look, there she is washing up there in her tube, uh, tub on the branch, and there she was. She waved uh, to the children. Did my soapy water catch you? So sorry, I didn't know you were there. Dame Washalot had put her clothes to dry on a branch, and baby squirrels were sitting on them to keep them safe. How lovely! Look, here's a little yellow door, said Joy. Who lives there? Knock and see, said Joy. So Joy knocked, and the door flew open, and there stood little Silky to Silky the Paxi, her golden hair in a cloud round her face. Hello, she said. Are these friends of yours? Joy? How nice! Let's go up and see old moon face come along. So up the tree they went, and suddenly they saw someone sitting on a deck chair, fast asleep with his mouth wide up open. That's Mr. Wes's name, said Joy. Oh, said Robin, I must drop their plum into his mouth. Wasn't the naughty? Wasn't he naughty? He dropped the plum in before Joy could stop him. And what's his name? Swallowed it whole. He woke up and began to choke. Joy had to bang him so hard on the back that his deck chair fell down the tree. A loud roar came up. What throwing chair at me? I will come up and get you. Up came a most peculiar man. He wore a suspend for a hat and was hung all round with juggling pens and kettles. It's the old span man cried Joy, and she hugged him. I give I have always wanted to meet you. Squaspan forgot about the chair that he hit him. He beamed all around. Let's go and see Moonface and have tea, he said. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to read some expert excerpts from the book Transforming Indians to Transform India. This is a very good book and it has various aspects. So some I am going to read for you. First of all, I will give the message of this book. This is very inspirational. So please listen. Each individual is a unit in this universe, in this world. And all these individuals put together is called community, or the nation, or the world itself. Apart from the individuals, there is no world. All of you put together without any distinction and differences, all your minds put together is the world outside. So, if the majority of the minds are selfish, arrogant, utterly egocentric, vulgar, and without a character, that society, that community will be of the same character. Today, a nation is no nation, only a country where a population lives. There is no integration amongst them, and internationally, no understanding. Through individual perfection alone, world perfection can be aspired. This is the conclusion arrived at by the great thinkers of the past. In all the scriptures, I'm not talking of Vedanta or the Indian scriptures, is not the Bible saying the same? Is not the Quran saying the same? Isn't the Dhammapad of Buddhists saying the same? Every great master who has given enough thought to it has understood that the cause for the sorrows of the world outside is the imperfection or disturbance of your own mind. An individual is a unit of a family. A family is a unit of a community. If the individual is transformed, then the family transforms, and in return, the community is transformed. A nation constituted of such strong communities naturally becomes a power to reckon with. A nation's strength is measured in terms of the bond of love, respect, and understanding, a sense of responsibility, security, and inner maturity among its people. Material wealth without such a strong base is of very little value. So, this was the message. And now I am going to read out certain excerpts of this book. So, here's the topic: Yoga and Physical Fitness. The word yoga means union in Sanskrit. It is a practice that aims to bring harmony between the mind, body, and spirit. What is commonly referred to as yoga in the modern context can be more accurately described by the Sanskrit terms asana or hatha yoga, which refers to the practice of physical postures or poses. Asana is only one of the 8 limbs of yoga. Most of the other aspects are concerned with mental and spiritual well being. The core components of Hatha Yoga and most general yoga classes are poses. Yoga poses That is, asanas, also called postures, are a series of movements designed to increase strength and flexibility. Poses range from lying on the floor while completely relaxed to difficult postures that may stretch your physical limits. Breathing. Controlling your breathing, pranayama, is an important part of yoga. In yoga, breath signifies your vital energy. Yoga teaches that controlling your breathing can bring balance within your body and calm your mind. Below are some of the many benefits of practicing yoga. Improved flexibility. Asanas are designed to stretch your muscles in a safe, slow, and gentle manner, eliminating toxins that build up in your muscles and cause stiffness, tension, fatigue, and pain. Moreover, asanas improve your range of motion and stretch your soft tissues, giving you more flexibility than you might have thought possible. If practiced properly, you will experience great improvement in your flexibility in as little as 8 weeks. Increase strength. Yoga can help to increase your strength as well as your stamina. Certain types of yoga, which are more intense and vigorous, can improve muscle tone. Since yoga poses engage the whole body, doing a fair combination of poses helps to build a strong core and improve strength in all parts of the body. Improved posture. Adding yoga can also help to improve your posture, keeping your back and neck healthy and in balance. It is mostly the standing and sitting poses that help improve your posture and make you aware of whenever you are not sitting up tall and straight. Improves breathing. Yoga makes you mindful of your breathing. This leads to increased lung capacity, which in turn also increases your stamina and endurance in sports related activities. As you concentrate on your breathing when practicing yoga, you are also stimulating your relaxation response and reducing your stress levels. Reduces the effects of heart disease. Something that not everyone knows about yoga is the benefits it has for heart patients. The poses and breathing practices work together to aid in reducing blood pressure and also slow the heart rate. It has even been used for some patients as an alternative to surgery. Improves mood. People who are mentally agitated will find they can benefit from yoga if they do their exercises with proper concentration. Due to increased oxygen levels to the brain, it is believed that yoga can help people feel happier and healthier and can even alleviate depression and anxiety issues. Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is a set of 12 asanas, that is postures, which utilizes almost 95% of our body muscles. In Sanskrit, Surya Namaskar means sun and Namaskar means salutation. Hence, Surya Namaskar is an exercise in salutation of the sun, the ultimate energy provider for our planet. Health benefits of Surya Namaskar. Performing Surya Namaskar alone can improve health even if we don't engage in any other exercise or yogasana. The following are some of the key benefits of Surya Namaskar. It stretches the body and relieves the stiffness of joints and ligaments. It stimulates digestive and cardiovascular systems, helping them to perform better. It enables the various endocrinal glands to function properly. It helps in weight reduction and burning extra fat around the abdomen. The Surya Namaskar also provides psychological benefits like those discussed above to regular practitioners. It is relaxing and rejuvenating. In yoga, all practices must be concluded with Shavasana, Kurt's position, and so does Surya Namaskar. After performing the desired number of Surya Namaskar cycles, lie down on your back with your legs and hands stretched out and relaxed. Let your head drift to a comfortable position. Close your eyes and slowly inhale and exhale deeply. Consciously relax your body and mind for approximately 10 to 20 minutes. So, this was one excerpt from this book, and now I am going to share with all of you Ubuntu School of Philosophy. Ubuntu is an African ethic or humanist philosophy focusing on people's allegiances and relations with each other. The word Ubuntu has its origins in the Bantu languages of southern Africa. One definition of Ubuntu is I am who I am because we are all who we are. A person who has the quality of Ubuntu is open and available to others, affirming of others, and does not feel threatened that others are able and good. This is because he has a self assurance that comes from knowing that he or she belongs to a greater whole and is diminished when others are humiliated or diminished. When others are tortured or oppressed, Ubuntu is the essence of being human. You can't exist as a human being in isolation. We are all interconnected, and thus a person who has Ubuntu is known for his generosity. We think of ourselves far too frequently as just individuals separated from one another, whereas in truth, we are all connected, and what you do affects the whole world. When you do well, it spreads out. It is for the whole of humanity. Ubuntu has also been referred to as a philosophy that supports the changes that are necessary to create a future that is economically and environmentally sustainable. The same concept exists in the Swana language. It is also called Botho. Botho is one of Botswana's five national principles. Botswana's Vision 2016 states Botho defines a process for earning respect by first giving and to gain empowerment by empowering others. It encourages people to applaud rather than resent those who succeed. It disapproves of antisocial, disgraceful, inhuman, and criminal behavior and encourages social justice for all. In Malawi, this idea is called Ubuntu. Malawian philosophers have been writing about Ubuntu for years. Similar concepts also prevail in Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Zimbabwe, and other African countries. So, Mandela also once explained about Ubuntu. He said a traveler through a country would stop at a village and he did not have to ask for food or for water. Once he stops, the people give him food, entertain him. That is one aspect of Ubuntu, but it will have various aspects. Ubuntu does not mean that people should not enrich themselves. The question, therefore, is are you going to do so in order to enable the community around you to also be able to improve? So, this is all about Ubuntu in this book. Now, I will share some transformation toolkit. What can I do to make universal transformation happen? We must realize and experience our personal interconnectedness with the universe. With this understanding comes a strong sense of love and empathy for all people, animals, plants, and nature. Out of this sense of respect and reverence for the totality, one becomes universal in his outlook. When the individual possesses this universal outlook, his vision is larger, his goals are bigger, and his ideals are stronger. When we live with strong ideals and work towards a larger vision, universal transformation happens. What's your vision? Unravel the web of life. Think about what you had for dinner last night. Now map out the entire journey of a meal. How did it get to your dinner table? Where did the journey start? Who all you do you think were involved in this process? What backgrounds do these people come from? Which parts of the world? Is it just people or other forces of nature that probably contributed too? List the different contributors. Try and make the list as long as possible. See how interdependent we all are. And this is just one meal. Think about everything else in your life: family, friends, food, shelter, clothes, education, entertainment. We take so much from the world around us. Introspect. What are you giving back? Think of the ordinary activity that you do regularly. Example, taking a shower. Are you performing this activity with minimum resources and maximum efficiency? Example, are you taking long showers unnecessarily or using only what you need? When we use more resources than we need to, what is the effect of that wastage on a universal level? To gauge this, think about what would happen if everyone acted in the same way that you did. Reflect. How do I develop a universal outlook? Think of a cause which inspires you to make a change. Build a strong vision to realize that change. Set a goal so high that you cannot reach it. Remember, reaching the goal is not as important as striving for it. Che Guevara said, "Let's be realistic, demand the impossible. Be fearless in pursuing it. Have the courage to make mistakes. When you fail, bounce back to try it again. Make it happen. Transform the dream into reality by inspiring and empowering others to work for that same vision too. Realize, how does a person with a universal outlook act? We must perform every action with an expanded sense of responsibility and a deep sensitivity of the consequences of our actions on a bigger scale. This can be achieved by practicing alertness while performing all the actions. Now, 10 simple ways in which we can make a difference to the universe. Spend 10 minutes every day sitting in silence, sending out love and positive energy to the universe. Think of the 6 billion people, the millions of animal species, plant life, as well as this planet has sustained you your whole life. Send your love to all of them. Pray for the people who are going through difficult times. Donate stationery, books, or other knowledge resources to underprivileged children or an orphanage regularly. The next time you go shopping, be mindful to buy only what you need. In every sphere of life, practice giving more than what you take and producing more than what you consume. If you receive love from 10 people, give love at least to 11 people. Before making any decision, think seriously about how it will affect others around you. Spread positivity, smile often, compliment freely, give someone a pat on the back. Use cruelty free products like products that are not tested on animals, fair trade products, etc. Check if the brands you buy from uphold ethical practices. Travel to understand and appreciate the different cultures of your country and in the world. If travel not possible, read about different cultures around the world. In your own family, workplace, neighborhood, work towards a win-win situation for everyone with a vision of totality rather than one of the self-importance. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. this is Ryan. Today I'm going to read about the President of India. Okay.
Falguni, kindly turn on your video, my dear. Madhu ma'am, you're free. Well done. You did it amazing, Madhu ma'am. Great. It was fantastic by you. And I heard each and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, not even me, but my whole family have heard you and they are appreciating the way you have spoken. So
Oh,
keep going, Madhu ma'am. You did it.
thank
You did
you.
it.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're free, Madhu mama.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan, my dear, you
Ryan,
can
my dear, you
continue.
can continue. Yes, ma'am. Greetings, everyone. This
Falguni,
is Ryan.
please
Please
turn on your video
turn
and
on
be
your
ready
video and
next,
be
okay?
ready next, okay?
Yes, Ryan, continue.
Yes, Ryan, continue. Yes, ma'am. Greetings, everyone. This is Ryan. Today I'm gonna talk about the President of India. The scheme of parliament system of government provided by the Constitution. The President is nominal executive authority. The chief executive of the Indian Union, the President, is designed as the first citizen of India. He is the supreme commander of the armed force. The President is also constitutional head of the Union Executive. He is also responsible for constituting the judiciary. According to Article 53 of the Constitution, the executive power of the Union shall be vested in the President, which shall be exercised by him directly or through officers subordinate to him in accordance with Constitution. It is well known fact the President of India resides at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. The residence and the office of the President are located in the same building. However, he has two other offices, cum residences, where he conducts office at least once in a year. They are Retreat Building at Shimla and Rashtrapati Nilayam at Hyderabad. These locations, one in north and other in south, symbolize the unity of the country and unity of diverse culture of people. Thank you.
Falguni, start reading. Start reading, my dear.
The national the, na- the national curriculum framework 2005 recommends that children's life at school must be linked to their life outside the school. This principle marks a depa- de- departure from the legacy of bookish learning, which continues to shape our system and cause a ga- gap between the school, home, and community. The syllabi and textbook developed on the basic of NCF scientific and attempt to im- implement implement this this basic idea. They also attempt to discourage rote learning and the maintenance of sharp boundaries between different subject area areas. We hope these measures will they significantly further in the direction of a child centered system of educational outlined in the national policy on education. The success of this effort depends on the steps that school School principal and teacher will take to encourage children to reflect on their own learning and to pursue imaginative generate new knowledge and by engaging with the information pa- passed on to them by adults, treating the the prescribed textbook as the sole basis of examination is one of the key. Treating the prescribed textbook as the reason why other requirements and seats of learning are ignored, including creativity and initiative, is impossible if we perceive and treat children as participants in learning, not as requests of the fixed body of knowledge. Thank you.
Hello, I am RV. I am ESC Star. My story name is Eat Healthy, Be Strong. Pintu never liked to eat fruits and vegetables. I wish I could eat only those things which I like to eat most. He thought always. One day a fairy appeared before him and asked him what he would like to eat. Cakes, chocolates, and ice creams all time. He said, I I will never get tired eating them. He added the fairy granted him his wish and disappeared. Pinto was very happy. A very big box of chocolate, a very big piece of cake, and a dozen cups of ice cream appeared before him. Every he felt hungry and wished to eat all of those. It was a great fun. He had chocolate, cakes, and ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner too. The next day, always the same story happened. On the third day, when Pintu got up, he suffering from a stomach ache. Oh God! It was a extremely stomach ache. When he started vomiting, his parents rushed him to the doctor. The doctor examined Pintu and prescribed him some medicines. He took the medicines and gradually began to feel better. He had to take leave for school. He could not do his assignment well. He had taken proper meal and he could not play off for a week. The doctor advised him Listen, Pintu. You should not eat chocolates, cakes, and ice creams all the time. They are junk food. His, these are not good for your health. Eating junk food all time will upset your stomach. Every day you should eat rice, chapati, green vegetables, and fresh fruits. You should always drink milk twice a day. When you will grow up and be healthy. Alright, Doctor Uncle, thank you very much, said Pintu happily. Now, onwards, I will have proper breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I will never eat chocolates, cakes, and ice cream, said Pintu. Moral: we should eat balanced diet and only healthy food. Thank you. Have a nice day.